can duplicate us. DJ Jules. Beats by CP3. CP3, live from the lab. CP obvious, but none can duplicate us. DJ Jules. Beats by CP3. Live from the lab.
What's going on, people? CP3 live from At the Bar Radio, coming to you. Week 6 pregame. Washington football team versus the New York football Giants. And I'm getting some echo. Hold up, let me change this up here. All right, should be good to go now. My apologies on that one. It's been a hectic week. It's been a crazy week, as always, for the Washington football team. A lot of rumors, a lot of stuff going around, trade rumors for Haskins. Coach Rivera had to actually come out and reiterate once again that he hasn't given up on Haskins. He's just giving him time to take a step back, reevaluate some things, and get his technique, his footwork and mechanics together. So, I mean, it's crazy and sad that he had to say that once again, but we know how it is with this DC sports media. That's why we here doing what we do. I'm streaming live on Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, so I'm taking any questions, comments. We're going to break down this matchup of the 1-4 Washington football team and the 0-5 New York Giants team. I'm going to just start this out by saying that today they better not lose to the 0-5 Giants and give them their first victory of the season. That's all I got to say. Let's see. What's up, Mark? What's going on? What's up, Gene? What's up, Sif? I see you already checking in. Mark, you say 5-0 or we don't go. Said, let's do it today, 2-0 in the division. Hey, he said Washington should win today by 5. Yeah, I'm hoping so. I mean, last week looked bad offensively, barely over 100 yards total offense. Alex Smith was the lone bright spot coming in. They already talking about him being possibly comeback player of the year with him getting back on the field, even though we didn't win the game. There was a victory for him getting back on the field after that, crazy injury 2 years ago. But with this team right now, I'm not sure what to expect because you have some flux at the offensive line in a good way because you got Brandon Sheriff coming back at right guard. Today, Sadiq Charles is starting at left guard. I definitely didn't see that coming. I heard them talking about he was looking good in practice and him actually maybe getting some game time. That was me early in the season hearing when that was Christian was starting left tackle, that if he didn't start out well, Sadiq Charles would be coming in. And then we heard, throughout the couple of weeks that Charles had been doing better, but he wasn't active for game day. Last week he was active, but he didn't see any work. This week, I believe it was Wednesday, we saw the reports that he was going to get his first start at left guard. So we're going to see how that plays out. We saw what happened with Eric Flowers, previous season with him converting from tackle to guard. And he played very well, played himself into a free agent contract somewhere else. Sadiq Charles has been left tackle his whole college career coming up. The only knock on him I remember was they said he had short arms, but he short arms for a left tackle, that is. But he had played effectively at LSU, and they had won national championships with him at left tackle. So, but NFL is a different game. Maybe hopefully it can translate him converting to guard. It's a little bit easier transition from going tackle to guard than guard to tackle, because you're used to being out in the island as a tackle. Now as a guard, you have protection as the left tackle on your left side, and you have the center to your right, so you're an interior lineman now. So blocking is different, mindset is different. Let's hope that they've made that transition with all the practicing he's been doing to get on the field. What's up, Chris? Should they find a running back? I'm pretty satisfied with Gibson. I like his upside. I spoke highly of him after I looked at his college tape and saw his numbers and saw that the fact that he was a wide receiver converting to running back, and he had 12 touchdowns on 70 touches his senior year, which is, great numbers. Dugenais was at the Senior Bowl. He saw him live and in action, and he was very impressed. I think Gibson is going to be fine. McClissick, what's the other the guy we haven't really seen much? I forgot it. Peyton Barber. Then you still got Bryce Love, who's wasn't on the inactive list, so I'm guessing he's active today too. I did just get the inactive list. I could run through that real quick before we start breaking down some of these numbers. It's already 12:36. I got some food to throw on the grill. It's Sunday fun day, grilling, chilling, sipping, and podcasting. That's what we do. I got the pregame show, the postgame show, and we have the At the Bar Radio at 6 o'clock. So I'll be streaming live 3, maybe more times than that today. But the inactive list just came out. Nate Orchard, defensive end. Thomas Davis, linebacker. Dwayne Haskins, inactive. I was going to speak on that in a little while on that situation. I was going to get to that. Joshua Garrett, guard, he's out. David Sharp, tackle, he's inactive. And Marcus Ball, tight end, he's inactive. Now, speaking on the Dwayne Haskins situation, he did travel with the team. If you watch my post game, if you watch my pregame, if you watch Sports on the Hill podcast on Monday night, I've made it clear that there's rumors of him being traded are unsubstantiated and are false. So don't fall for it. Ron Rivera has never said that he's given up on Haskins. If you watch his press conference last week, if you haven't, go to SportsOTHP on Facebook. It's on there. It's a 45-minute press conference. He was on there first, Scott Turner and Kyle Allen. But I'm not going to dig too deep into it because I went into it way too much last week. But Haskins is inactive, but he traveled with the team, finally over his illness. But going to see how things go forward. It's still a possibility that he will get back into this season. Rivera never said this was a permanent, benching or permanent putting him at third string. So folks assume that. Folks talking about bridges are burned and there's no way you can come back from this. Like, really? Really? There's been quarterbacks in the league that's been starters, been benched, and been successful after that. So, but that's the narrative that they're pushing, and that's the narrative some of the fans are swallowing up. So, can't do nothing about that. What's up, Mark? Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. I always do it. It's what I love, man. I'm 10 years in the game now. You might not see me on the mainstream or hear me on the mainstream, but I do it because I love it. I do it because we bring in real sports without the politics. That's, like I say, not just the motto, not just the catchphrase. That's what we do. That's what we believe in. And, we got some folks watching. We got some things in the works. I ain't talking too much on it, but, we got some things going on. That's all I'm going to say. Let's get ready to get into these numbers. Let me pull these numbers up real quick. You see the flyer. If you're looking for a new, used, pre-owned, certified Honda or any other vehicle, holler at me. I'm down at Honda Waldorf. Great prices, great customer service in a timely fashion, so you won't be there all day. But that's for another episode, another day. Get these stats up here for this Week 6 matchup. All right, 1-4 Washington football team versus the 0-5 New York Giants. Not really too much to talk about. My graphics off a little bit. Oh well, I'm not tripping. It's early. You know what it is. Worked a long week. Didn't get everything perfect the way I wanted to. It is what it is. All right, Kyle Allen will be making a start today. We all know he got put out halfway through the second quarter. Arm injury. Apparently he's good to go. Last week he was 9 for 13 for 74 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions with an 83.5 quarterback rating. Daniel Jones for the Giants is 111 out of 182 for 1,111 yards, 2 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, with a 70.6 quarterback rating. There's been a lot of comparisons to Daniel Jones and Haskins and why the Giants are riding with Jones, and Haskins is now on the bench. Jones, once he got in last year, he actually had a coach that wanted him in there and actually prepared him to make that start. So, and he was, I believe, a 3 or 4 year starter at Duke. So, being a 1-year starter in college and having a coach throw you into the fray with no practice or reps with the first team, and having a coach wanting you there and preparing you, different, apples and oranges. So, like I said, I'm not going to touch on that too much, but his numbers and Haskins numbers, it is what it is. Running back, just spoke, Antonio Gibson, 55 carries, 213 yards with a 3.9 yard average with 3 touchdowns. Devontae Freeman just signed with the Giants, I believe it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. He has 33 carries for 103 yards, 3.1 yard average with a touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 29 catches, 413 yards, 14.2 yard average with a touchdown. Darius Slayton, who actually was questionable. I didn't see him on the inactive list, but he has a foot injury, so maybe that'll slow him down a little bit. Maybe we get an interception or something off going to him as being their top receiver with 23 catches, 365 yards, 15.9 yard average with 2 touchdowns. Let's look at these numbers. Defensively, Washington football team gives up 356 yards total, which is 14th. The Giants give up 343, which is 8th. Passing yards, Washington gives up 207, which is 6th. New York gives up 214, which is 10th. Rushing, Washington gives up 129, which is 23rd. The Giants give up 110, which is 15th. Points, Washington gives up 28, which is 21st, and the Giants give up 26, which is 18th. Third down conversions, Washington is still doing pretty well with 39%. That's 12th in the league, and the Giants give up 53%, which is 31st. So that's one of my keys to victory, that the offense can keep the chains moving with this subpar third down defense and can get some consistency and actually look like an NFL offense and move the ball consistently and actually get some points, not just get a touchdown and never touch the end zone again the rest of the game. Got to get some consistency and got to get some flow. Looking at the offensive numbers, when you hear these numbers, you're going to understand what I'm saying, because these numbers are, bad. Offensively, 263 yards total yards in the game, which is 32nd last. Didn't help that, performance last week. That definitely didn't help. Giants get 282 yards, which is 30th, so they're not too far ahead of us in that category. Passing yards, only 153, which is 31st. Giants, 184, which is 25th. Rushing yards, both of these teams have horrible running numbers, actually. The last two teams in the league, Washington averages 81 yards a game, and the New York Giants average 79 yards a game. So 31st and 32nd in the league at rushing. Points, Washington is still on the decline with averaging 17.8, which is 30th. But the New York football Giants are right behind them at 31st with only averaging 16 points a game. Third down conversions. This is why this game I feel is going to be important for the offense. They're only hitting on 29% of third down conversion, which is dead last in the league. Once again, the Giants are 40.6, which is 22nd, which is better than us. That's why I say one of the keys of victory is moving the ball. This third down defense for them is almost last in the league, 53%. have to get some consistency. Play calling has to be better from Scott Turner. I'm not letting him off the hook. He has some complicitness, if that's a real word, in the Dwayne Haskins benching. Let's see. Mark Moore says, I think he will let Allen go these next few games, see what happens, and he may go back to Haskins. That's the word that I heard, not officially, but that's the thought process. That's what I heard was, going around, but nothing set in stone. If Allen starts, getting into a rhythm and maybe can move the ball this week and show some progress, who knows? Like I said, I'm not saying that Haskins won't get back in, but let's see how things play out. He had 4 games. He's given Allen most likely 4 games to see how things go. Another key to victory. Look like it's 12:45, so about 15, 20 minutes till kickoff. Ready to go fire this grill up in a little while. So, see whatever. Yeah, I think I pretty much covered all of my talking points. Let's go ahead and get to these keys to victory. So I can ready to go fire this grill up, throw some of these burgers and steaks and stuff on here. No turnovers for the offense. They're already struggling to move the ball and get points, so you don't want to shorten how many opportunities you have to try to score, and don't want to give the Giants a short field and a good opportunity to score to make it even harder for this team to come back, because then they'll become very one-dimensional and predictable, and we saw how that played out last week, 30-10 loss to the Rams. I spoke on it already a few times, consistency on offense. Have to get some type of flow, 3 and outs or 1 first down and then 3 and out. Gotta control the time of possession. I believe they were 11 or 12 minutes. No, it wasn't 11. I think it was like 8 minutes less time of possession than the Rams last week. So that wears your defense out. It's not balanced. It gives the other team the chance to impose their will and whatever they want to do offensively, and wear our defense out while their defense is on the sideline getting rest and staying strong against our struggling offense already. It just compounds the issue. So they definitely have to get some consistency on the offense, mix up the play calling. When the first quarter of last week, I like some of the play calls. He's rolling the pocket, letting Allen roll in the bootleg. He's a mobile quarterback. Unfortunately, that's what got him hurt. But, if he stays in the pocket, it does the bootlegs and stuff like that, hit the man open in the flat, get 5 or 6 yards on first down, you're moving the chains. You're making second down and 5. If you don't get it then, you make third down manageable. If they get a couple of yards, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, your whole playbook is open. When you're constantly in 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 7, your playbook isn't as wide as open, and the defense knows 9 out of 10 is going to be a pass or a screen, or they limit your options when you're one-dimensional, if that makes any sense. Get off to a fast start. Got to start scoring early. They've mentioned over and over again during the game how lopsided the scoring is for the Washington offense in the first half, in the first quarter. So got to get off to a fast start. Field goal, I don't care. Touchdown, preferred, but let's get some points on the first drive of the game that we get. And hopefully they defer and let the defense go out there and try to dictate the pace. I hate when the offense goes out there first, because with the offense the way it is, it's like you're setting yourself up for failure, because, you get that first drive, stalls out, 3 and out, and the other team comes out and, gets good field position and then scores. Not a good start to the game. So let's get some points on the board in the first possession today. Forced turnovers and pressure. I mentioned Daniel Jones has 5 interceptions. That means he can throw interceptions. He only has 2 touchdowns. So let's force some turnovers, get some pressure. He's not really as mobile, but he knows how to buy time, just like most of these NFL quarterbacks know how to do first, second, or third string. Get some pressure, get some sacks, and force some turnovers. Strip sacks, fumbles, interceptions. I don't give a damn what it is. Let's just get some turnovers and dictate the pace on offense and defense. Don't let the Giants get momentum going. They're trying to get their first one. They're trying to have something to build on to. We're trying to end the 4-game losing streak. So momentum is going to be a key factor in this game. And getting off to a fast start, dictating the pace, and having some consistency on offense are all keys to victory this week. The defense, last week the Rams, Kevin O'Connell, Sean McVay, 2 great offensive minds, very diverse offense, a lot of weapons. A lot of folks is complaining about, how the defense looked. But when Your offense is going 3 and out. You're getting worn down. You have a great play caller in McVay. You have a diverse offense and two coaches that's on the same page. That's an uphill battle for any defensive coordinator, and that's speaking from an ex-defensive coordinator and defensive player. So it's this week. Let's just say I'm saying 7 out of 10 we should be looking at a victory Monday tomorrow. So all we can do is wait and watch the game. We got about 10, 15 minutes till kickoff. I'm about to go fire this grill up, get ready to throw some of these burgers and these steaks that I just picked up on there and get ready to enjoy this game. Y'all be safe, be blessed. Like I said, if you're looking for a new ride, used ride, pre-owned certified, inbox me. If you got my number, call me, text me, holler at me. I'll be at work tomorrow, 9 o'clock in the morning. Hit me up. Let me know what you're looking for. I'll find it for you. See what's good. Get the numbers right. Get you out the door in your new vehicle. Down at Waldorf Honda, 2450 Crane Highway, right across from the Popeyes and the Lowe's. We got the SportsOTHP hoodie rocking. It's a little cool out there. The fall time is here. Go check out SportsOTHP apparel page on Facebook. Click the link. Go get you a nice, comfortable hoodie for this upcoming fall and winter. Or you can go to SportsOTHP.com and click on the link, and it'll take you right to the website also. Go check out some of the old episodes. We had a great interview with Walter Roberts, ex-Redskin / Washington football team player. A couple of weeks ago, we had Julie Donaldson on my YouTube channel. You see it in the back. Carol Porter III, that's with 3 eyes, not the number 3. And appreciate all the love and support. SportsOTHP, True Radio Network, DC Sports Without the Politics. It's not just a catchphrase. It's not just a motto. It's what we do. Stay tuned for post game, after the game, and at the bar radio at 6 o'clock. I'm not even sure if we have a guest today, but tune in. We got some good topics, good news. Hopefully, Washington football team gets a victory, and we can have a victory Monday. And don't forget, SportsOTHP tomorrow night, True Radio Network. We'll be coming to you at a new time of 8 p.m., not 7 p.m. We'll be talking Major League Baseball playoffs, the ALCS and the NLCS. Both got forced to Game 7. Tampa Bay last night punched their ticket to the World Series. Tonight you got the Braves versus the Dodgers, who forced Game 7 last night. And then we'll be having a World Series talk tomorrow night also, after recapping the ALCS and NLCS. And we'll be breaking down and recapping this game, most likely with Dujournay, but if not, we'll have somebody else on to help break it down. I got to touch base with him and see if he's available. And we might even have Paul, the boxing guy, on tomorrow, talking about the upset from last night with Lomachenko losing, and upcoming fights with one of my favorite, if not favorite, Bud Crawford coming up. So be on the lookout. We might have Paul, the boxing guy, get on with the Zoom call and everything. So be on the lookout. SportsOTHP, CP3, live from At the Bar Radio. I'll holler at you after the game. Hell to the Washington football team, CP3, and I'm out.